need to try this, and so this is my first try. I've been going through a bit of an identity crisis. At first, it scared me. I'm starting to enjoy it. Little by little, it's becoming a more positive obsession. I have complex post-traumatic stress disorder, more commonly known as PTSD. I've had it for years. The doctors can't seem to pinpoint when it started. I've been diagnosed with a lot of things though. Panic disorder with agoraphobia. I've been told I've had traits of schizophrenia, told I have traits of bipolar, which is manic depressive, borderline personality disorder. Somebody told me it's called hallucinosis. Hallucinosis, one more thing. I don't know if that's true. When I was checked into Harborview, they said I was having a major depressive episode with psychotic features. I started getting so depressed that I went psychotic. I am not a psychopath. Psychotic doesn't mean psychopathic. I'm not a sociopath. I am not dangerous. I have never harmed a person in my entire life. I'm not a serial killer. If anything, I'm the opposite of a serial killer. I'm a serial helper. Like I want to help everybody do everything, and I'm very empathetic. I don't want to hurt anybody, for sure. I think I'm a guessing game for a lot of doctors. But the PTSD is dead on. You read through the symptoms, I've got all of them. You know, nightmares, flashbacks, exaggerated startle response. You ever had someone like kind of creep up on you and, you know, you jump sky high? Well, I'm kind of always like that. I'm always prone to jumping sky high, even in my sleep. I've been that way since I was young. I would have twitches, like where my body would twitch from nerves. I still have that. Lay down to go to sleep and twitching, just literally from being nervous. It sounds ridiculous, but that's when the self-injuring started, because it would help me rest. I've been self-injuring since I was 15. It's not something I'm proud of, but it's something that I've learned that I have to talk about, because not a lot of people do. It's such a taboo thing. People don't understand that even animals in the wild will do that. They'll scratch their skin in an attempt to calm their nerves. It's an instinct. It's not a healthy one. Don't do it. If you do it, get help for it, because it's a sign that you have problems inside that you need to deal with. And the scratches on your skin, every time you look at them, they should be a reminder that you need to get help. Not that you're helpless, but that you need to get help. I think we all hurt ourselves in different ways. Everybody knows what's destroying them. We develop crutches. We can walk on the crutches for so long. Sometimes the crutches break and we fall to the floor. And, you know, if we're lucky, we have people around us who will pick us back up. I've got crutches. Aside from my friends taking care of me, I have doctors, and I have these. This is how many pills I take in a week. Antidepressant, Celexa. Antipsychotic, it's called Seroquel. And they're anti-nightmare pills. You didn't even know they existed. I didn't know they existed. Nobody knows they exist. But I suffer from really bad nightmares. I still have them sometimes, especially if I forget to take these. Then I'm just right back. It's called Prazosin. It lowers your blood pressure. They give these pills to war veterans who have terrible PTSD because it helps them slip into a different sleep state where they don't experience the nightmares. So antidepressants, antipsychotics, and anti-nightmare pills. Anti. But crap. I can't see what I'm doing here. I don't have glasses on, I don't have contacts in. These are my pills. I'm getting nervous, don't know why. When you have PTSD, it makes you re-experience things, it makes you re-feel negative things. And when you have borderline personality problems, And then you put the PTSD on top of it, they're a really bad, dangerous combination. I've read all kinds of statistics, like people with borderline personality disorder, 1 in 10 die of suicide. And, I made up my mind that I was going to be one of the 9. I've never been in a war, but I've certainly been through things that affected me and the way I function early in life. I was diagnosed at Seattle's Harborview Medical Center. I was in the post-traumatic stress ward for 8 days. I have a lot of lifesavers. I have a lot of friends who will not let me sink. And I owe my life to them. I can say that so positively. Without my friends, I wouldn't have been here anymore. I wouldn't have had such strong oppositions for dying. They were why I fought, and they're why I'm still fighting. And anyone who's read my book, Psych Ward Rockstar, knows that I have a few close friends. I have a friend named John, who's been in my life for 13 years and counting, who's wonderful. I have my friends Topher and Stephanie, who are like my family now. And of course there's a progressive art rock band here in Seattle named Richelieu, who are my heroes every day. They have gone out of their way to take care of me at times when I wasn't sure who was going to. And they certainly had no obligation to. They just had very big hearts. I can go out, I can be around my friends, but when I go anywhere else, it's hard. If you've ever felt so sad that you wondered if you could lose your mind from that, you can, and you need to take care of yourself if you get that down. The downward spiral. If you feel yourself falling into it, you need to get help, because there's a point where it's almost impossible to pull yourself out. If you don't have those friends in your life who are willing to take care of you and help you get through what life's done to you or what life is still doing to you, then you need to find those friends. You need to make some new friends. I'm really lucky. I've been through a lot. Everyone's been through their own lot in life. I don't claim to be any more or less abused than the next person. I just know that the abuse that I went through as a child, and as a teenager, and as a young adult, it affected me. And it affected the way I see the world. It affected the way I function in the world. It affected the way I view others. It affected, my fears, my hopes, my dreams. And I think I'm on my way up. I'm the girl from The Ring. Check it out. I'm coming out of the TV. Hey, Burton boy, check it out. You do have to say something at endings, don't you? I'll steal Joe's ending. Again by heart.